Welcome to this tutorial on lines and shapes. Today we are going to be looking at some of the basic lines that are used in art. So for example, we have our vertical line, right? We have horizontal lines that we use in art. We also have diagonal lines. We have our curve line. We have our spiral, looks like the center of a donut. And we also have, some persons call these like the cloud. We have our zigzag lines. We have what we call castle. We have jagged, very similar to the zigzag but a little bit more uniform. And we have the shark, kind of looks like waves in the sea. We also have dashed lines, and we have our loop, the loop lines, right? So these are some of the different types of lines that we have at our disposal when creating our artwork. So now let's look at some basic shapes that we have. We have our circle, not a very perfect circle right here. We have triangles. We have our square. Now all of these are freehand. They're not gonna be perfect. We have a rectangle. Our oval, which is a little bit stretched like that, and we have our star. Right, now remember all of these are freehand drawings. So these are some of the basic shapes that we have, and so in art we actually use a combination of the lines and the shapes to draw. Okay, so if we were to draw, for example, a house, you know, we would be using some basic ingredients. So for example, if we look back at our lines, we're gonna have horizontal lines, vertical lines, and diagonal lines, right? And all of these different types of lines would help us to draw our house. Now some of the shapes that we would come up with would include a square and also rectangular shapes, right? So now let's develop this. So these are the ingredients right along here, and we're going to use those now to draw our house. So I will use my diagonals and I'll just convert that into a shape. Everybody did this in primary school. You started with your triangle, made a square below that, and you have the basic shape of a house. Now we can get a little bit detail in terms of adding a few more rectangles and triangles, and also maybe a circle for the doorknob right here. And we could use another square for the window here, another square for the window here. Now remember earlier we spoke about our clouds. Now what if we want to add some flowers or grass? We could use our cloud line, right? to create that. And what if we want a chimney? So we could add that by using two rectangles and maybe smoke coming from the chimney. So in this course we want to be able to move from the very simple to the advanced in terms of developing our drawing. So for the assignment that you have, you want to start with your lines first, right? You want to get your lines done first. You can do a few drawings, just practice drawing your lines, and then secondly you can add your shapes, right? So the assignment is not asking you to be a professional artist, it's just asking you to use two basic elements of art to produce a drawing or a composition, right? So that's it for this tutorial. Happy working